Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this video we're going to be seeing the cutting and sewing of this beautiful umbrella dress. So these are what we are going to be needing to make this dress. We're going to be needing a ruler, a tape, scissors, chalk, and of course our measurement. So this is the chest line, that's your armhole measurement divided by 2, your bust measurement, the full length, and your shoulder measurement. So for the fabric needed, you need about 2.5 or 3 yards of fabric. So this part is kind of a tricky part. Please watch closely. I didn't do justice in recording it. I'm sorry about that. So you know our Ankara fabric is by 45. So to fold your fabric, you just hold one edge of it and fold it first of all into a triangle. So I don't know if you saw what I did just now. I just folded it. I just held one edge of it and folded it first of all into a triangle. Then from that place that it ended, I'll just make a mark. So after marking that point, I'll fold from that point. So I'll fold in such a way that that point will be the midpoint of the fold. I don't know if you understand. So after folding it like that, so now it's into 2. So after folding it like that, I will fold it again as if I want to cut a half circle. That is, I'll fold it again into a triangle as if I want to cut a half circle. So if you understand the process, it is very easy to follow. So after we have folded it like that, we're going to start imputing our body measurement. So our bust measurement is 36. So 36 divided by 4 is 9. So but we are not going to be using that exact 9. We're going to be adding 1 inch to it to make it 10 inches. This 1 inch will serve as allowance. So I'm going to place the tape in such a way that I'll have 10 inches on a straight line. Just the way I'm placing it like this. So I'll mark that point. Then I'll place my tape on that point and measure it upwards to know what I have. Then I'll place the same measurement on the other side and mark it. After marking it, I'll rule it into a straight line. So after getting this line, we'll go ahead to mark our chest line. I was already done marking and cutting it out before I noticed my camera wasn't recording, so I had to place back the pieces to explain what I did. So from that 10 inches line that we made, I'm going to be marking my chest line. So my chest line is 8 inches. What I'll do is I'll place that 8 inches on that 10 inches mark. Then I'll mark it upwards. So since this is an kind of like an off-shoulder dress, we're going to be minusing 4 inches for it. So we'll be minusing 4 inches for the straps. So I'm going to make a line at 4 inches. Then after making a line, I'll go ahead to mark the width of my neck. So to get the width of your neck, you divide your shoulder measurement by 4 inches. So my shoulder measurement is 15. After dividing it by 4, I got 3.75. So I made a mark at 3.75 right there. You can see where I made the mark. So from my center front, I'm going to be going down by 1.5 inch. You can go as deep as 2 inches if you want the neck to be that deep, but I think 1.5 inches is okay for me. So from that 1.5 inches mark, I'm ruling a round neck. So if you want, you can also rule a v-neck, make a v-neck for this, sorry. So I ruled a round neck to meet my neck width point. So from that neck width point, I'm also going to go ahead and rule my armhole. After that, I'm going to cut this out. So yeah, I hope you understand. So after cutting it out, this is what we have at this point. My table is not big enough, so I opt for the floor to cut out the full length of this dress. So the full length of this dress is 37 inches. we're going to be adding extra 2 inches to that as seam allowance. So we're going to be using 39 inches to cut out this dress. So placing 8 inches on that 10 inches line, we're going to be marking out our full length. So I'm just going ahead to mark out my full length at 39 inches and not forgetting to place my 8 inches on that 10 inches mark. I'm sure you understand. So after marking out the full length, I'll just go ahead and connect the points together. After connecting the points together, I'll go ahead and cut it out. I will also go ahead to open the side that is folded. So this is what we have after cutting. You're supposed to have 2 panels. So for the straps, we're going to be cutting our fabric in a diagonal way. That's we're going to be cutting it on bias. I decided not to cut it straight because I feel it relaxes more when you cut it on bias. So I'm just marking 1.5 inches like that. Then I'll cut it out. So I'll just use that to cut out as many fabric as I can. I really didn't number this. I just kept on cutting until I was tired of cutting. But you don't need to go through that process. Just cut about 4 to 5 pieces. I'm sure it's going to be okay. Bringing back my dress, I'm going to go over to my machine and use one of fabric this piece of fabrics to turn my neckline. Then I will do the same for the other neckline. So I've gone ahead to finish the neckline of the dress. I want to go ahead now to fix the strap of the dress. So I want to fix the strap in such a way that I will fix it from the armhole all the way to form the strap. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but like I'm going to try and explain as much as I can. So with the front of the strap facing the back of the dress, I'll go ahead and start stitching it from the armhole. So this simply means that I'm stitching this in such a way that the rough edges will be on the front side of the dress. On stitching to the end of my armhole, I'm going to measure out 8 inches. This 8 inches is the length of our strap. So I'm going to be taking this over to the table to explain better. So with the front of the dress facing the self, that's front facing front, that's the armhole we have already stitched, and that's the 8 inches mark we did. So from that point, that 8 inches mark, I'm just going to place it on the armhole of the other side of the dress. Then I'm just going to pin it down. I don't know if you understand. Please, if you don't understand what I said, just watch it and I'm sure you will understand what I did. So for the other one, I'm just going ahead to start pinning it from the armhole. Then getting to the end of the armhole, I'm going to measure out 8 inches. That is the length of the strap. I'm going to measure out 8 inches. Then I'll make a mark. Then from that mark, I'm going to be placing it at the beginning of the other armhole. Then I'll continue pinning. After pinning, I'll take this over to the machine and stitch all this armhole that I've pinned. I'll stitch them. Then I'll show you. So after stitching, I'll just go ahead and notch it. Just notch it around. So I'll just go ahead and start folding and pinning it. Starting from the armhole, I'll just fold about 1/4 inch in and another 1/4 inch, or 1/2 inch in and another 1/2 inch. Then I'll fold. Then I'll pin it down. So I'll continue this process. So when I get to the strap, I'll continue folding. I'll just fold 1/4 inch from both ends. Then I'll fold it into 2 and pin it down. So I'll continue folding like that, 1/4 inch from both ends, fold into 2, then pin it down. So I'll continue folding like that until I'm done folding the strap. So not forgetting to notch the other armhole, I'll go ahead and continue pinning just the way I did the last one. So I'll fold 1/2 inch in, 1/2 inch in, another 1/2 inch in, then I'll just hold it down with a pin. I'll continue this process until I'm done pinning. So after pinning, this is what we have. I'll just go over to my machine and run a stitch. Then I'll do the same for the other strap. Then I'll show you how it looks. So after stitching, see what we have. You can see how thin the strap looks. So right now we're going to be joining the sides together using 1 inch. So the 1 inch we left as allowance, we're going to be using it to join the sides together. So I'll do this for the sides, join it all the way down using 1 inch allowance, and I'll do the same for the other sides. I'll also go ahead to hem the bottom of the dress, and I'll show you the finished look. See how cute our dress is looking. I also went ahead to make a rope for it. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.